Um,
Okay.
it's the one I have. So
Okay.
of course.
And here we are. We're recording now. So, um, all my messages from my phone come up though. So the first thing, of course, on Project Broadcast, I'm not going to go through all of it, but you have to enroll in it and set up your payment option and everything on the website. And then you have to also install the app on your telephone. So this is what it looks like on the website. So you can look and see how many credits you still have. So that's how many text messages you can send out
Okay.
without having to add more credits.
Okay.
You can update your payment and get more monthly, or you can just do add credits right here and just buy 250 or 1,000 or whatever one time.
Nice. Okay.
So you can do that. I am not going to go through importing contacts because that'll take a half an hour all by itself. I'm sure
Right.
that will be.
Don't worry, I'll work on it.
I think everybody has done that already, and there's lots of different ways to do that. So we're gonna go right to the phone here. So see, this is my
Wow, that's
phone
so
screen.
cool.
Isn't that cool? And
Yeah.
look at it. See that circle around my mouse?
Yes.
So
Yes.
when you're teaching, you can come on, go up there. You can share. I'm trying to get that to move down a little bit.
That is awesome, Cricket.
I know, it's
We can do
amazing.
so much teaching with this thing now. Or one-time teaching, I should say.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
recording.
So, and I had it up today while I was testing stuff for the training tonight.
Yes.
And I was texting back to people. So you can text on here. You can actually make a phone call on here, just using your phone.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So here's Project Broadcast. For most of us, if you have an incoming message on Project Broadcast, it won't put a number on that home screen. Like if you have a text, see how on Facebook I have 10 messages on Facebook,
Right.
or I have 262 emails right
Well,
here.
they won't tell you. You have to go
But,
into the
yeah, the
Okay.
iPhones, I think it does show, but
Ah.
it does show an icon up here, you know, where you have to swipe down to see what those are. It will show in that. Oh, these right
Perfect.
here.
Okay.
These here.
Right.
Okay, so here's Project Broadcast. And
Got it.
so it opens up at chat. So this is like your messenger, your texting inbox.
Right.
So if you want to reply to somebody or read their message, you open the message, and then what they said to you and what you sent to them is there, and then you can type a message here just like normal. And it also has the icons, like you can put first name, custom 1, custom 2, member number, whatever it is, in your reply. So you can use all that. You can add a template in your reply. So you can use all this to manage, to write back to people.
All right.
Okay. So the next thing over is broadcast messages.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, absolutely.
On the message part,
Mm-hmm.
so like I said, I had sent out a campaign,
Mm-hmm.
and for whatever reason, I got 2 of the people that I sent it to 21 people, and 2 of the names came up on that message part, but they didn't reply to me. Well, actually, I take that back. One of them did reply to me, but the other one didn't. So I don't understand. I don't know why that's.
What's that shushing noise?
I don't know.
I have no clue.
Oh well, I guess we'll just put up with it.
I don't know what, I don't hear it. So.
The when you open it, when you're on chat and you open it, what does it say? Does it?
It just has my message that I sent.
Okay,
That's what's strange.
I don't know, Christina.
Okay. I just thought I'd ask.
Yeah.
Well, it was interesting when I was testing the system out and I sending messages just to Craig. He was receiving them and it said coming from Project Broadcast, not from my name.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
So it's supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
He thought it was
Yeah.
very strange. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna try muting and see if that.
We don't have a generator.
Whatever it is, it's coming from.
That the
It's not shooshing, but
No.
Well, if you, Deborah, if you want to talk, just raise your hand or unmute yourself. Okay?
okay.
Only because it's not that irritating, but I don't want it in the recording is all. So,
Makes sense.
okay. Okay. Okay, so broadcast message. One message that can go to one people or one person or many people. It's just a single message. Okay? Does that make sense to everybody? And we'll come back to this in just a minute. So you can just click on here, compose a message, add contacts to it, and send it right away. You can also import a template into there and send it, either right away or on a timing. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now the next thing is, oops, I gotta go out of this. The next thing is a campaign. So campaign is made up of several messages that you've composed and brought in, whether it's from, generally it's from a template, but you can start it in campaigns. So I'll show you those. Here's where you start a campaign, and then so we'll go through those, but I just want to show you each thing first, and then we'll go to it. Then the next one is just all your contacts. So it is that low enough so you guys can see it on the screen? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next one is the contacts. So this is all the people you have on your system. And if there's a tag, it'll say right there what the tag is. So let's see, this person's tag is Hiawatha. So she's in Hiawatha's team. And that's one good way of uploading your contacts is by leg. So that, for example, if Hiawatha gets Project Broadcast, then I'm not sending to her and she's sending to them also. Yeah. Then the next one is keywords. So this tells you what to, if someone sends you a keyword on Project Broadcast, what should the system do with the reply? And we'll go into all these things in more detail. So, okay, then this next one that looks like a piece of paper is templates. So these are all simple messages that that you've composed, and then you're going to put them in somewhere else. So all by themselves, they don't do anything. They just are there to use for other things. Okay? And then the last one is tags. So Barb Smith, she's a leg. Cheryl's a leg. This is everybody outside all my other legs. So you can open this and look at the contacts within that leg and do editing there if you need to as well. And then of course the last one is is all the system stuff. So this is your phone number. That's what people get when they when you text them, there is a way, if they call that number, because they think, you know, if you text on it, you should be able to call on it. There's a forwarding right here, call forwarding. So you click and set that up so that it rings your regular number. Otherwise, if you don't, it'll just ring and ring. They won't get anything. Any questions on all that stuff so far? So you can go into all of this. You can open the training videos and watch them and learn about Project Broadcast from that, and update your profile, you know, all these different things you can do. Here's where bundles are. So here's where you download a bundle. I'll show you that in a minute. So we're going to start with actually a template, because that's what everything else is kind of built off of. So to build a template, you click on that little, looks like a piece of paper with its edge folded down, and then you click the plus symbol, and then you name the message. So we're going to do this test 1 just so that I know I can find it to go back and delete it. And then you just type a message here. You can go somewhere and copy and paste into here. You can pull in a message from another template. And so let's just pull in, let's say, lavender. So you click here and you click the plus sign. I'm pointing, and it's like you can see me pointing. So see this plus symbol up at the top? You click on that, and then that puts the template into the previous template into this message. So then you can start here and hit the enter key and put hi, and then this little symbol right here is where you can choose what you want. So you can put hi first name, you click that, and then you click check mark OK, and then type your message. Is a test message. And what is this thing? Oh, you can put in a picture, so you can choose it from your computer. You can take a photo. You can, what's this little symbol? I don't remember that one. Message insights. Oh, okay. So that just kind of ranks your message as to good or bad, and then you save it with the little disc. Some of you might not know what that was, but that's a little floppy disk that you used to stick into a computer, and then you save it, and that's saved as template 1. So we go back here. Now, when you want to start a campaign, you go to campaign, and then you click on plus to start a campaign. And we're going to name this test campaign. And then you save it. And then here's how you manage your campaign. So, you go to templates, and you can, no, I did that wrong, sorry. I'm not super, I went to messages instead of campaign. Okay, messages. A campaign can have one or many messages, so we're going to manage. Don't have any messages. Here we go. So you need to add a message, and so this message can be test 1, and then you add your template. So you go in here and pick your test 1 template. So you click on the circle, and then you come up here and click on OK. And now this, so generally you'd name this the same as your template was named. Does that make sense? Yeah, okay. And then put in the schedule to delay. So do you want it to go the same day that they text back to you, or the same day you start it? That's day 0. If you want it to go the next day after, that's day 1. So we're going to put day 1, and then you select the time. And you will get a red warning symbol here if you put it after 8 o'clock, or I don't know how early in the morning you get a warning, but after 8 o'clock at night you get that red warning symbol up there. Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
So it's just to test yourself to make sure what time you're sending this message. So we'll make it 6 p.m. and you just click it. Okay. So this is the first message in your campaign, and so you save that. And then this takes you back to your, and then when you go here, this goes back to your, and here's your campaign. The first message is message 1. And then you can add another message. So, messages. You want to add lavender. And add a template. And here's lavender. And select that. Schedule delay 2. Select the time. We're just going to select the time that's up there. And save it. Okay? So now when you go back to your campaign, you have test 1 and lavender. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So that's basically creating a bundle.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you add the contacts. So let me see if I can. I don't. You just choose. You can choose a tag, or you can choose a contact, and then. So if you choose a tag, let's say Barb, and click check, then it shows all the people in Barb. You still haven't added them all. You have to either put add selected and individually choose them, or you have to click add all and choose all of them. Make sense? Okay. And then message boost down here is your messages will be sent faster than our normal. Okay, and then you just now if you want to test it, or you want to send this to one person and have them get them all one right after another, you see this little fast forward button right here? You can do that and put your contact in here, and then they'll get them all one right after another. So if you want to test them, or you want like somebody on your team to see what the campaign looks like so they can decide if it's okay to send them to your people, you can do that. So you select a contact and save it, and then it will just automatically go to them. Okay? Any questions so far?
No.
I guess the only thing I'm wondering is if you aren't receiving them from a code, from a bundle,
Yeah.
how do you upload the image? Are you doing it through the phone, or are you doing it through the computer to the system?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't show that in the, so if you're doing a template and you're uploading a picture, so let's do a new template. So this will be test 2. So if you want to upload a picture, So you click on that, and then you can just choose from your library, and then
On
you
the
just
phone.
you just go on your phone and pick the picture, and then it puts it in.
Okay.
Now, what I do if I have a picture on my computer,
To have one of those inside.
hi Tiff, you're muted because it sounds like you got a bunch of stuff going on in your background. Yeah, something. So, if I have a picture I want to use and it's in my computer, then I'll email it to myself and open my email on my phone and then save it to my phone. Okay, and then it's available to me to use on broadcast. Good way to do it?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. That's how I did some of mine. I'm like, I thought that was the best way. So
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
find out.
Yep. Tiff, if you have any questions, I think you can just unmute yourself. Are you there?
What happens to Hal?
Tiffany? I don't know I don't know where she is. Okay, so I'm not going to save this one. I'm just going to go back out of it. So, okay, so now you can do a couple different things with that campaign. You can add people to it and just send it. So you can save it, and it'll start sending right to those people as soon as the time comes up. So we're gonna delete that campaign so that people don't get it.
So the question then is, so when you build a campaign and you just send out to a mass amount of people, but all of a sudden, a couple of days later, you realize you needed to add a few more people, you can add them to the exact campaign and they can start off that day and future, correct?
Yes.
Got it.
So they will start just like they were added at the beginning. They'll start right from day 0. Yep. Okay, so now you can make a keyword. So instead of putting people in there to send to them, you can make a keyword. So we're going to do add a new keyword, and we're going to do test and save it. Whoops. Oh, that's my project broadcast I was sending to myself. Test 1. I shouldn't have deleted that campaign yet. Okay, save it. And now, what do you want to happen if someone texts back test? So we're going to add a campaign. So we're going to get Oils 101, add selected, and then you can add a reply message or not. You don't have to. All this is doing is if they text back test 1, they'll start getting the campaign Oils 101. And so now, and you can add all this other stuff that's in there. So we're gonna.
Do you get notified if they
Yeah.
reply with that keyword?
Yes, it looks just like an incoming message to you, and then they'll just start getting the. Okay, and
Another question. Does
Yeah.
that shut off if they're already going into a campaign and there's like 5 days more of the campaign, but all of a sudden you have like 3-4 days into it that you're saying, if you want more information about business and you have a business campaign, does that shut them off from that first campaign?
no,
No.
they'll
It's-
get both then.
have that, and then they'll start adding the other one.
Yep. Okay, so now when you do this, I have a template that says here's where's that one? Invite existing team. Okay, so Happy New Year. This is Cricket on your support team, and this is my business texting number if you don't recognize it. My resolve this year is to be more available to my team and help them learn about the oils they have. Nothing is worse than spending money and then have your stuff just sit there because you're not confident to use it. So I say just reply learn, and then you'll start getting 2 texts a day, one at noon and one at 8. And then if they don't do anything, nothing else will happen. If they do, then they'll start getting the Oils 101 campaign. So this is how I start them going. So I can send this to whoever I want on my team, and then they'll, they can decide, do they want to start getting that text or not. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Okay. So I can either go into the Oils 101 campaign and put a person in, and they'll start getting it, or they can reply to a keyword and start getting it. So you can do it several different ways. Okay. So any questions about campaigns or broadcasts or keywords?
No.
I can't see you, Tiffany, so if you have questions, you'll have to unmute yourself and ask your question.
She's here. She just is on a computer without a camera, so.
Ah, okay. Okay, so now what if you find somebody that has a campaign that you want to copy? That's awesome. So we're going to go to YL Project Broadcast. This is a Facebook page. The pinned post on there is Facebook group's YL Project Broadcast permalink. And if you click on that, if people have added their campaigns, take a second here to come up. Here are all the different bundles. Excuse me. That come up. So someone hasn't added these yet, but there's inactives, there's ER, there's income opportunity, and so let me see what happens when you click on that. Okay, so here's the template number. So you have to copy this exactly, uppercase and lowercase. And then we're going to go back to Project Broadcast on my phone. And you go into these 3 lines. It's still pointing instead of using the mouse. So with everything running, it's just taking a second for things to open up. Come on,
So,
baby.
Cricket, have you found it's either way of copying or putting it in manually? Either one works?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So then, instead of starting a new bundle with a plus sign here, you do a download. So you click on the cloud, and then you do the share ID, and you paste it in. No, I haven't had much luck with copying off of Facebook though. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I'm on this program or what. So I'm just gonna type it in: SKDOMFJ-G. Okay, and then you hit the save button. And this was income opportunity. So then you click on the arrow here. And then you open up the templates. And then you can edit the templates. Okay, so you open up the template one, let's see, we have to go into templates. This part I have to keep finding myself.
Do you need to refresh your screen? There you
Oh.
go.
Thank you. Maybe I do. Yep. Okay, so you go into templates and you edit what they have. So if they have, you know, their name in there, or they have a website in there, or anything like that, you want to check this and see what the pictures are, what they've written, and all that stuff, and then resave it.
And
so
you
that
use the blue pencil there to look at it.
What's that? Oh yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
So
That's
can you
to
make the
edit it.
picture? Can you make the picture bigger so you can see it? Is there a way to enlarge it?
Maybe. Can you see
I
that
couldn't
better?
figure it out.
Oh, can you do the picture bigger on the screen itself?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can. No. Nope, that just deleted. I double clicked on the picture and that just deleted
Yeah,
it.
it deletes it.
So, blue pencil. Yeah, and this looks like a picture that has their member number and their name and all that stuff. So you'd probably want to take the picture out and put a new picture in. And it wouldn't be, unless it's a really clear picture, it wouldn't be a bad idea to do that anyway.
Yeah.
And then you just resave it here, and then it'll go back to the template page. And then you go back and do income opportunity 2, 3, and just go through each of them. So I don't know what this one says or anything. I just grabbed the first one I saw just so I could show you how you edit them. What? What's that?
You did a great job.
Oh. Even though I don't, this is like, you know, teach it so you learn it yourself.
Right, and that's what I was teaching to Irene on the beach all day today, so I knew what you're going through struggle.
So, it's not hard, it's just kind of time consuming. You just have to think of it logically, okay? First I have to create all the templates, then I do the campaign, and then I create a keyword and tie the campaign to the keyword, or decide if I want to send that campaign to specific people and put them in the contact list.
So what is I saw that you can clone a campaign.
Yeah, so if you want to share a campaign you created, that is, I think here, is this here? Maybe not. Is it in the bundles? Okay, so if you have one that you started, like here's my flash sale bundle. When you open it, here's the share ID down here. So if I want to give that to Deborah or to you, Christina, I can copy this and then they get it like we just showed.
Right.
Now,
Okay.
there's many times I've downloaded the bundles and they won't have anything in ad campaigns or in ad templates whatsoever. So then you can't go in to doing anything because it still has no name and it has a share ID, and you're like, okay, you really didn't have any content in there to play with.
Yeah, so maybe it was just a broadcast message is all it was. Because
Right.
that's what this one is. It was just a
Gotcha.
broadcast message that I sent to a bunch of people.
Gotcha.
So,
Tiffany had a question too about something with editing the messenger down there that popped up.
Okay, I can't. Let me see.
Oh, she said she can't figure out how to click on the messages to edit them.
In
Thank you.
once you download a bundle, or
Maybe she's talking about the blue pen, Irene says. The blue pencil corner,
yeah, okay.
upper right corner.
So when you have a template, you click the blue arrow here first, and then you click this little blue pencil, and that's how you edit it.
Okay.
Is that what you were asking, hon? I'll let somebody else see the... I've got so many different things open here, I can't...
Right, her chat came in at the bottom of your screen temporarily that we read.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
why we saw that.
Okay.
On back. Jake Gardner got it on.
So, can I hear you if I unmute you, Tiffany?
Right back ahead now for the long toss by Michael Kempney and on the foul.
I don't know whose that those windows are in that picture there.
Oh, wait.
Get rid of that. Okay. So any other questions? Does that make things a little better? I'm unmuted you and Irene both.
Okay. How, after you created a campaign, how do you get the code to share it?
You go into your bundles.
It's down there.
Yeah.
Down the bottom.
Whoop. Well, I'll mute you back up. So you go into your bundles, and all of your campaigns are shown there. And then you just open it with your blue arrow, and there's your share ID right here. Okay? You want me to go through it one more time? Okay. So there's a couple steps, but when you go into bundles with your three lines and go into bundles, then all of your things that are available to share are listed there. Make sense?
Yep, perfect.
Okay. Okay, if you have any other questions, reach out to me. Like I say, I'm not necessarily an expert, but I've been playing with it. I had good success I did a campaign, a flash sale, where I offered to pay part of a person's order if they placed an order for me that day to get me back to platinum, and so that's the big thing that I did.
Right.
And I just wrote the Oils 101, so I'm about ready to send that to current members and see who wants to join the texting campaign.
When you made a message into the Young Living Project broadcast, and Jake replied, you were asking about doing your bundle code and sending it out, if there was a way to share with your team. Is there a way you're able to share but also shut it off if you need to only do it to your team, or just it's always a share?
It's all, anybody that gets the code can use it.
Okay, not a problem. Just wanted to find that out. I wasn't sure because sometimes you want to just be specific with certain people or not. So.
Yeah, so if that's what you want, then you'd share it, you'd copy it and paste it into an email.
Okay.
And send it to them, or a messenger message or something like that.
Gotcha.
So then you just be selective of who you gave it to, is all. If you share it on the project broadcast page, then
which I don't see any reason why not to.
Yeah, because if they don't edit it and take out your member information, then people are going to sign up under you. So, hey, that's not a bad thing. So, yeah. Yeah, and I've been trying to read down through that Facebook page. There's so much on there, and there's a lot of shared bundles that people haven't put on that one page. So
Where are you? Are some people have been talking about different places that they're getting their graphics from, or are you actually going through creating your graphics to create the templates to create your campaign?
one of the places that I get my graphics is Oil Revolution Design. Are you familiar with them?
Yes.
Yeah. So they have already pre-made classes for Facebook
Awesome.
that are graphics. Have you been in that? Do you want me to show you
Irene
that?
has.
Okay. So so like for my Oils 101 class, I just took the graphic from each oil and put it on there, put like 2 sentences with the graphic, and that's all I did to make my campaign.
Perfect. I liked what Tiffany just said in the messenger. She just said she's getting all of her graphics from the back end of our virtual office,
Yeah.
and they're free then. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, that too.
Yeah.
But no. Oh,
I think she's saying from her website.
oh,
Yeah.
from her website.
Well,
Oh,
what is it? What is
gotcha.
her website? Maybe she can share that.
What is your website, Tiffany? If we can. Also, have you done anything, because we used to do stuff with the Canva? Are you using any of those to create templates?
Well, I haven't made any pictures myself yet.
Okay.
But I do have a couple programs that I use to make graphics, so I could do that too. But so far, I've just been trying to do it the fastest, easiest way possible. So
Right. So we can just have content to use
Yeah.
and share.
yeah,
Yep. And I think that's awesome. But you're right. I like sending it to myself in an email and then download it on my phone and then uploading it to Project Broadcast.
yeah.
Seems to be simple, fast.
Now, how do I unshare my? Oh, stop share. There you go. Right there.
Okay.
Oh, now I could see chat probably. Awesome.
Oh, you didn't see all that.
No, I couldn't see it because I
Okay.
had the screen shared. So
Well, we were trying to take care of Tiffany for you.
yeah, and I just got a website YLDist, and I like that too. So
What do you like best about that?
well, I think the same things. I think Tiffany has the same kind of things. It has email campaigns. It's got a calendar. It's got a blog. It's got all the starter kits on there. So, so that's wildist.com/cricket, I think is.
Okay. So you can get credit. That's great. Have you, I found something of the fact that there's, when I was doing some of my brand new stuff with the texting campaign, all of a sudden I went into my marketing sense with a video of sorts or a link to put into that. So that way, if they click on that, they can go right into the contacting of the marketing sense, so I can start seeing what they're doing and follow up with them also.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what WildDist does.
I was wondering if that's better.
But the page is so much more beautiful. Mary, you're the one that has the windows. See, I was unmuting Mary and talking to Tiffany.
Okay.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, let me just show you it real quick here.
Okay, thank you. Because the more different places we can go
Yeah.
to use that.
Yeah.
So,
Marketing Sense.
yeah, I
Do
don't.
you still
Are you
have it?
are you still using the marketing senses as active as you were or not?
I have Marketing Sense, but I haven't been using it because I can't. I've tried and tried and tried to get rid of that download, that cover page that says put your info in and then get access,
Oh.
and I can't get rid of it.
Oh.
And I hate that. I get like 12 people going onto my website a day, and no one fills that form out. So I'm gonna switch to this. So this is what my page looked like. So
Yeah.
you know, you got to become a member, order now. Here's the class you can sign up for. What's promotions this month, and they automatically change the promotions for you.
Wow.
Good.
Find out more about Savvy Minerals, about pets, about thieves, about seedlings.
Oh. How long have they had this, and
This
what's
is
the...
I think it's Marcella von Harding's son.
Oh, Marcel von Harding's son. That's what Irene was saying.
Oh, I don't know who it is,
Yeah,
but
he did a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is, and then at the bottom there's a get a website just like me, and it's just like an affiliate amount. But if
Okay.
you decide you want it, I'll give you Alice's site so she can get credit for it.
Okay.
And then Tiffany, I think, gets credit if somebody joins hers too. So,
Okay.
so Tiffany, if you put, I have to go to put my guests again. So, I think hers is oilylife.com/Tiffany. Let me see if I can.
Oily.life, she said to go to.
Yeah.
Oily dot.
Right.
Daily drops.
Daily Drops.
Yep,
Daily-
she showed us.
Oh,
Perfect.
okay.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's there.
So you can look at the two different ones and decide,
Okay.
you know, which one
Is this the same price or
I-
different?
I don't remember how much hers is.
There's a graduated price. It's $15 a month. If
Oh,
you want a
15?
good-
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, 3-tier levels depending on what you
Right.
decide.
Okay.
So
$5.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Okay. Oh, she's telling us everything. Love it, Tiffany.
Yeah. Yeah, 15.
Awesome.
You want the 15. I just looked at it.
Well, good. So we got different variations of things to use, and it sounds like this new Wild Disc will be a better solution than marketing since is an old one and it's not as current and
User-friendly.
user friendly.
no, it definitely is not.
Oh,
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go off it. I mean, I'm getting mine for free, but it's not doing me any good because nobody's doing anything with it. So
Right.
I'm gonna stop the recording here.